Hi YouTube, Alan back with another pickups video. I wanted to apologize to my subscribers and anybody that's just checking out my channel. I promised a video from the Seattle Retro Gaming Expo, but when I was finally figuring out this editing stuff, for some reason my computer just crashed and I ended up losing most of my footage from the convention, and I really wanted to share with you guys, anybody that's not from this Washington area, to actually see what kind of conventions that we hold here. And I mean, it was fun, but in my opinion, things were a bit overpriced, and it was just, there was good deals to be had, but I mean, you just had to be quick about it, and yeah. So I mean, I mostly got filler titles, but I should be uploading a video. It's just be a basic pickup video and share with you guys what I picked up from the convention. Nothing, like I said, nothing too spectacular, but I did get some decent deals for, the amount that I spent. So yeah. So yeah, this video is going to be just a plain old pickup video. It's from the Boom City Swap Meet. I actually got a decent amount of stuff for not too bad. I spent $100. It was a little bit more than I usually spend at the swap meet, but when you guys see what I got, you'll probably think, it was well worth it. So, first thing I picked up from the swap meet, some guy, he had a bunch of CDs and a bunch of just random things, and come across a few PlayStation 1 games, and the first game I picked up, I had never heard of it, but it looks pretty good, and I like who does the voice of it, and that is Blasto. And it was filmed by the late Phil Hartman, so looks like it'll be a pretty good game. And then the next game I picked up was World Destruction League Thunder Tanks, and as you can tell, they're all complete, and this one's probably the only one that the disc is a little bit scratched up, but I mean, Blasto was in good shape, so. And the guy was only asking for $1, so I figured it was well worth for $2. So I was walking around, and there was one lady, and she was setting out a bunch of video games, and they were all in plastic bags, and at first I thought maybe, she was just protecting them. But when I lifted them up, they were all individually priced, and yeah, I knew right away she was probably a reseller or she was helping her son, but they were all ridiculously priced, and I just wanted to leave, but there was a couple of things that caught my eye, and yeah, as much as I didn't want to deal with this lady because she was going basically off eBay prices, because I would be asking her, and she would be like, well, she would ask her son, what's the going rate on eBay for this? And yeah, I was like, if you're wanting to pay eBay prices, then, put it on eBay, don't bring it to the swap meet. But I was trying to be nice about it, and I picked up 2 titles for $25, and to me, I think I got the better end of the deal. And so the first title I picked up was Boogerman, a pick and flick adventure, and it is complete. So. And then the next game I picked up, at first she wanted $25 for this, and I really wasn't having it. I told her it didn't have a manual, and that's probably the only gripe I had. I know it's kind of mean to gripe about that, but yeah. Anyways, I picked up Zelda Ocarina of Time, and the box is in pretty decent shape. Like I said, she had it in a box, but so, I know I had recently picked up the box for it, so I already had it loose, and now I have an extra box. But the reason why I picked this copy up was inside of it, it's just the regular version box, but it's the gold cart version, the collector's edition one. So yeah, glad she still had the little bag, but yeah, like I said, no manual or anything. But for $25 for them 2 games, I figured it was well worth it. So I was about ready to leave, and one of my buddies had messaged me because he was at the swap meet at the same time I was. He's like, Alan, you better come over here quick. There's I think he was like about 19 or 18. He setting out a Super Nintendo lot. He was asking for 70. He was pretty adamant about it. I really didn't want to spend that much, for a Super Nintendo lot. But then came across which games he had, and I figured it was well worth, the $70. So I ended up picking up the Super Nintendo. Now, I would totally show you guys the Super Nintendo, but this was just yellow and disgusting. There was no, it was just beyond, fixable. So what I did, I just left it there. I mean, I really didn't want it, and I'm like, dude, just, maybe somebody will buy it because I really don't want it. So, yeah, I was just beyond trashed. But, like I said, he had a good stack of 12 games, so I'll share with you guys what I got. So, the first thing I picked up was Roadrunner's Death Valley Rally, NHL 94, and most of these, are in okay shape, but I'll show you some that are just trashed. Battle Clash, Ken Griffey Winning Run, Ken Griffey Major League Baseball, everybody's favorite in the freaking world, Shaq Fu. It's kind of messed up that Blockbuster engraved it. I mean, yeah, it's a crappy game, but at least I would have wanted at least a decent copy. I mean, it was bad enough that Goodwill put a sticker there, but it's alright. And sticker, I kind of want to keep it there. I don't know why, but it's from 2004, which is kind of funny. But it was $4 back in 2004. So, yeah. Next game I picked up was Super Smash TV. Next game's pretty messed up, but it's alright. Biker Mice from Mars. And then, never heard of this game, but looks kind of interesting. King of the Monsters 2. And this one is kind of dirty too. I gotta clean them up, but it's alright. And then these next three were probably the better ones of the deal. And that first one is Mario is Missing. And it has a price tag of $12.99. Zelda, A Link to the Past. Kind of bummed because of the back sticker, but I mean, other than that, it's in pretty decent shape, so yeah, I ain't gonna complain. And the big score from what made me want it really bad was Super Mario RPG. I am so glad to finally have this into my collection, so yeah, definitely going to be playing through it, and I'll let you guys know maybe how it is and stuff. So there was actually 2 other games that he included, and that was Donkey Kong Country and Super Mario Kart, but I went to this one reseller booth, not the lady that had the games in bags, but there was another reseller. He had a bunch of games, and I asked him, hey, do you think maybe we could work out a deal for, a game that I seen that he wanted? I told him, hey, I'll give you 2, somewhat decent titles that you can, still make a decent amount on if you, and I gave him $10. So basically I gave him almost like $35 and basically, what he could work with basically. So I ended up picking up one more title. It ain't nothing spectacular, but I know it is pretty sought after, and that was Joe and Mac 2, Lost in the Tropics. So I'm also very happy to get this into my collection. I believe I have the first Joe and Mac. I'm not sure if I have it for Super Nintendo or if I just have it for regular Nintendo, but either way, I'm glad to finally get this into my collection. So, yeah. So, anyways, yeah, that's all for my pickups for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will be doing the pickups video from the Retro Gaming Expo, and it should be up after this one shortly. So anyways, if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. Leave me a comment, send me a message. I like hearing from you guys, and until then, bye guys.